feel like I was really close to the camera there. Hey guys, what's up? It's Emma. I just wanted to talk to you about a little thought I had. I guess a realization more than a thought. I think it might have been like a month ago now. My boyfriend and I went to go shoot around, just get outside, get active. We took the yoga mats and everything. And like, for him, basketball is, I mean, just shooting around in general, but he enjoys the actual aspect of basketball. Like, it's fun for him. He taught himself. He knows how to dribble properly, shoot better. I'm trying to think about what it's called, what you pass through your feet. As you can see, I'm not very versed in basketball. And you know, we were out there for like maybe 20 minutes, and I'm just already bored. And I'm like, man, I'm not vibing with this. You have fun. I'm gonna just go walk around a little bit. And as I'm walking around, I'm like, you know, it's not that it's boring, and it's not even that I don't like this. I'm not good at it, and so I'm frustrated, and I'm not enjoying it as much as him because I feel like all I know how to do is shoot. And even that's, I just know how to aim for the basket. That doesn't mean it goes in a lot, as you'll see in a lot of the B-roll of this video. So yeah, I was like, yeah, it's not that I don't like this. I'm just not good at it. And like, you'll also see, I cannot dribble on my left side to like save my life. I feel like a little kid just learning what you're like. And then my right side, like I can get a little something on this side, but this side, this left hand, she don't know what she's doing. She's great at serving drinks. I can hold like 3 drinks in this bad boy. So I was like, okay, babe, do you mind showing me how to, like, I wanted to learn how you dribble between your feet. And so we're messing around with that. And like, even just 10, 15 minutes of practicing that, and like, I found more enjoyment. And I was like, okay, so this is what it is. Like, I got to take the time to learn how to get better at this to have the enjoyment out of it. And it's more just like, I want to be able to go shoot around with him, you know, have a little love and basketball moment here and there, and maybe we will play some one-on-one, and like, he's definitely going to win almost every time, but like, there's gonna be those couple times that like he'll probably let me, but at least I have a chance. And I was never really good at basketball as a kid. I knew how to shoot as a kid, and I learned all the dribbling and stuff, but I never liked it enough. But it's something that I would like to have as an ability to just go outside and be active and have fun with it. convince ourselves that we don't like it because that's easier than putting in the work to get better at it. And it's not that you have to put in the level of work to become the next best person at said thing. It's more just a matter of, is it something that you'd like to be able to do? Yes or no. If it's a yes, then it's going to require some effort to get better at it, so there is enjoyment, versus not feeling like it's as fun just because you aren't able to do it at the level that you'd like to have that enjoyment from it. And so it's always easier to choose the route of walking away from something than it is to take the action to make the change or see the progress, to curate some kind of difference. It's easier to stay where you're at and have that level of quote unquote comfort than it is to change what would need to be changed. And in this case, it's just getting better at basketball. I found the same thing with running. So like right now, running and basketball are something that I would like to get better at. Running's a little bit higher on the list because I I want to be able to be an athlete. I guess in the gym and or weightlifting realm, you would be considered a hybrid because it's like, oh, we either lift weights or we run, and there's not a lot of crossover. If there is, it's just a very small corner of the internet. It's, you either have, your bodybuilders, your influencers, your people who actually lift, your Olympic lifters, like all that stuff, it's sectioned off. And then you have the people who consider themselves to be a hybrid athlete. And, I guess it depends on what level. Like one of the people he loves watching on YouTube, and I like it too, does a lot of like ultra marathons if he's going to run, and triathlons and Ironmans. And then he also likes to be in the gym, but he does more traditional bodybuilding style weightlifting. And both of us enjoy more performance based Olympic lifts, and then just other playing around with movement. And so like even in just saying this, it kind of sounded silly to say hybrid athlete when I really just want to get back to feeling like an athlete. And I've never been someone who was good at running. I was a midfielder in a lot of my like field sports just because I could run for longer periods of time when I was actually conditioned, but I never wanted to do like distance running, and I was never very fast. Sprinting's something I've always wanted to get better at, but sprints are in short bursts. Running is a bigger commitment to get better at. But if that zombie apocalypse ever be coming, your girl is trying to run for her life so she can figure out a plan. From the other health perspective, I mean, having a really good cardiovascular system from the heart to the lungs is just another really important piece of health. And for me, health is important. I want to be a 50, 60, 70, 80-year-old who's able to do a lot of stuff still and hasn't gotten to this debilitating point where life isn't as enjoyable anymore because you can't move. In choosing what I have to change not only my mindset but my actions with basketball was the biggest one, and then also it helped me change my mindset going into wanting to get better at running again and having more capability, endurance for it. I've noticed an improvement in the enjoyment of both of those activities. I'm running without headphones. I'm running for 1.5 miles, 2 miles, and like I'm not sitting there like, oh my God, when is this done? When is this done? When is this done? It's like, how am I feeling? What's the intensity feel like? Where am I at right now? Do I feel like I can keep going? Checking with my body, making sure nothing's not feeling good at the moment. And with basketball, as you'll see in a lot of these clips, like I'm having fun, and it's so much more enjoyable that way. Mindset is definitely a really big factor in it, and it's the factor that's going to help you, decide to take the action to make the changes and do the hard thing. Before you decide that you just don't like it, and it's okay if you don't, ask yourself, am I not good at this? Does it need some work? Have I even given it a shot? Have I just decided, nah, I don't even think I'm gonna be good at it, so I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not even gonna try it. Or have you tried it and you're like, wow, there's no hope for this. It's gonna take way too much effort. And it might take a lot of effort, but give it a chance and take some time to put some effort into it, because that's going to be where you decide like if you truly do or don't like it. And If you don't, then you don't, and you move on. And if it's not in an area of your interest by any means, and I'm not saying that you have to give every single thing more effort than is necessary, or more thought, more trial and error. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But make sure that it's just not something you're interested in, versus you not giving it a chance because you don't think that you're going to succeed or be good at it or do these other things. Small stuff like me deciding to try to get better at basketball is trying to reframe my mindset, rather see possibilities and opportunities than turning away from something. At the end of the day, it's never a bad idea to learn anything new, knowledge, a skill. We're here and we got this time, and like it's good for your mind and your body to keep it elastic and keep it learning. Stretch your brain, move your body. All of these things help us grow along the way. I don't know how long I have here, just in general. I mean, none of us do. But while I am enjoying this life, I want to make the most of it and do as much as I can, see as much as I can, try as many things, do as many things. And that's just me personally. But this is, at the very least, maybe some inspiration to give it a shot. So, I'll catch y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in.